All right, welcome back. I'm going to show you the games that I recently purchased at a place called Videogame Castle. Videogame Castle is unbelievable. It's located in Chicopee, Massachusetts. Great store. I got a whole bunch of stuff there for Genesis, Game Boy, Nintendo. I mean, anything you could think of is in there. Great people to deal with. Great store. So without further ado, let's show you what I got. I got a bunch of stuff. Remember, I'm collecting for everything. I'm collecting for Game Boy, the original Game Boy Color, Dreamcast, Genesis, Saturn, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox. I'm probably forgetting some systems out there, but let's just, without further ado, I got sealed. It's called Buzz, okay? Buzz, the Ultimate Quiz Show, and it comes with the, buzzers or whatever. Buzz the Mega Quiz. It's time to get buzzing. On the back, it says face off in a full-length quiz with up to 8 of your family and friends. The Ultimate Quiz Show live in your living room. Over 5,000 trivia questions spanning a full range of topics presented by your host, Buzz. Get quizzed on everything: TV, movies, music, sports, science, and more. Playing over 8 crazy rounds such as Point Picker, Fastest Finger, and the Final Countdown. And anyway, there you go. Got it for $30. Pretty good deal in its packaging. Next game I got for N64 is NFL Quarterback Club 99 with obviously Brett Favre on the cover. Graphics on the back. Again, great series. I love the games. #1 football game on N64 just got a whole lot better. All 31 NFL teams, 3D rendered stadiums, and over 1,500 players. Authentic team playbooks like the 49ers West Coast offense and Steelers ground attack. All new artificial intelligence developed by New York Jets offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss. Which is funny because the Patriots had Charlie Weiss. So obviously this game came before Belichick came to the Pats. We had Pete Carroll. 250 all-new motion capture and animations, award-winning high-res graphics. Graphics on this game are just unbelievable. Mike Patrick and Randy Cross call the action from the booth. Replay key moments from all 32 Super Bowls and historic simulations. Create your own players, coaches, teams, uniforms, and playbooks. Again, NFL Quarterback Club 99. Great series for the N64. It's what made me trade in all my Game Boy and original games to get it. Next game, we got a sealed copy of NBA Jam 99 for the Game Boy Color. It is a sealed copy, okay, with Keith Van Horn on the cover. You got 2-on-2 action with over 110 types of dunks, practice, head-to-head playoffs and season modes, 6-play strategy, secret cheat codes, and the graphics say pass, steal, fake, shoot, block, and dunk. All 29 NBA teams and 5 stars from each club, hotspots and power-ups, and skill ratings for each player. And it also shows you, this is for the Game Boy Color, but it shows you what it would look like on the original Game Boy, that bottom screen there. Which actually ain't that bad, if you think about it. But obviously Game Boy Color's up top. So this is a sealed copy I got for $9.95. I thought it was a hell of a deal. Sealed copy. So that's that. Next game we got was a sealed copy of NFL Quarterback Club 2000 for the N64. Sealed. I don't know what I paid. $9.95 for it. Sealed. Okay. And then the graphics on the back. We got 3rd generation ultra high-res graphics for incredible NFL realism. Over 1,200 new motion capturing animations. All new pinpoint passing for unprecedented control. New player models, real-life faces, eye black and breathe strips. Expansion Cleveland Browns and Tennessee Titans debut. Artificial intelligence designed by New York Jets offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss. Replay the key moments of all 33 Super Bowls with authentic game stats. Choose from 31 team-specific playbooks or create your own. Total team management, draft, sign, trade, release, create players. Play-by-play for Mike Patrick and Randy Cross. It's NFL Quarterback Club 2000. Next game, I got a sealed copy of Madden 06 with Donovan McNabb on the cover for the Game Boy Advance. It's a sealed copy of Madden 06. $10. Again, Video Game Castle, great place. Cool Under Fire's features become an all-pro by owning your skills in all new passing, rushing, field goal, and tackling mini-games. Link to a friend's Game Boy Advance to see who's got the most skills in a head-to-head battle, featuring all the new uniforms, logos, and rosters for the 2006 NFL season. So there you go, Madden 06 Game Boy Advance. Next game, I got Virtua Fighter Remix for the Sega Saturn. Whoop, as you can see, I'm still needing to collect some of the other Virtua Fighter games to create my... Case is broken, but what are you going to do? Okay. Revolutionary new version of the 3D arcade hit. Pretty easy stuff. Virtua Fighter, I love the series. Obviously, you know, I think Ryu Hayabusa's in Virtua Fighter. Oh, no, that's Dead or Alive I'm thinking of. Ryu Hayabusa's in Dead or Alive. But anyway, this is Virtua Fighter Remix for the Sega Saturn. Next is a sealed copy of Sega Sports World Series Baseball 2K2, 1995 for the Dreamcast. World Series Baseball 2K2, Pedro Martinez on the cover, sealed copy. Okay, I hated these games. Horrible. They didn't allow you to field, which made no sense, but turn up the heat. Stare down the competition in 6 different styles of long ball action, including network mode with online matchup. You've never played a baseball game with more realism, control, or depth. From the first pitch of spring training to the final out of the World Series, Sega Sports brings the heat. Modes: exhibition, season, playoffs, home run derby, franchise, and online game modes. Realism: accurate batting stances and pitching windups. Player ability based on extensive ratings, player-specific accessories. Control: total fielding and lineup control. Create, sign, and trade free agents. Manage your pitching rotation and bullpen. Set lineups in batting order, but in total control of every player on the diamond. Depth: hot and cold zones for batters, player injuries, multiple fantasy drafts for season and franchise modes, fully licensed with every team and stadium. Now, it says you could field in this. I think they're right. I think I remember the first ever World Series Baseball that came out for the Dreamcast did not allow you to field. It was the first ever one. But this is the 2K2 World Series Baseball, and still has the Foot Locker $10 off a purchase of 50 or more sticker. I think that's pretty much expired. It's 10 years old, 12 years old. But anyway, sealed copy, Pedro. Next game I got is the South Park: The Stick of Truth for the PS3. Obviously, I need to play that. I'm not going to even go into it because it doesn't matter. It's on a retro game, but I still got to play this for my current gen stuff. Next game is a sealed copy, Sega Sports World Series Baseball 2K1. Again, $20 with Pedro Martinez on the cover. And you got the graphics on the back. This is for the Sega Dreamcast. I got the not for resale version. The other one was fine. It says signature batting and pitching styles for today's hottest players. Hot and cold zones illustrate batter streaks and slumps. Weather is based on seasonal atmospheric patterns. If they can do it on the diamond, you can do it in this game. Abilities of players based on real sports data. Awesome new camera angles, updated MLB rosters for the 2000 season, and 4 great modes of play. So there you go, NFL. Sega Sports World Series Baseball 2K1 for the Sega Dreamcast. Next game I got was Shenmue for the original Dreamcast. The original Dreamcast, there's only one Dreamcast. Awesome game, guys. I even remember when this game came out, my mom, who doesn't even care about video games, actually watched me play it because she actually got into the story. It says the experience begins. A massive and highly detailed 3D world unlike anything ever seen. Real-time fighting with moves learned throughout the game. Motion capture with real Budo experts. Interact with a huge cast of characters with movements as intricate as a twitch of a finger. Magic, weather, and time control technologies bring this world to life in real time by dramatically affecting changes to environments. You can see the graphics on the back. Game was amazing. Story was amazing. Shenmue 2 obviously came out for the Xbox 360. Shenmue 2 came out for the Xbox. Which I'll show you right now while we're doing this. Here's Shenmue 2 for the Xbox. Okay, graphics on the back. And it includes a feature-length DVD, Shenmue the Movie, which basically took both games and or the first game, and if people hadn't played it, allowed you to see the major story modes from it, scenes from it, so you could pick up with Shenmue 2. But an epic quest in the modern world. Seeking answers and vengeance, Ryu Hayabusa arrives in the bustling metropolis of Hong Kong, encountering new friends and foes alike. Ryu realizes he has much to learn and must master new martial arts skills to prepare himself for his ultimate showdown with Lan Di, the man who killed his father. Each day brings Ryu closer to his goal of avenging his father's death and unlocking the mysteries of the Phoenix Mirror. A massive, detailed 3D world. Walk the streets of a virtual Hong Kong and converse and interact with over 1,000 unique characters. Experience an epic adventure firsthand with all the drama, mystery, and intrigue of a live-action movie. Intense combat. Train hard and master real-time fight moves taken from the acclaimed Virtua Fighter series. Xbox version includes a snapshot camera and surround sound cutscenes using Dolby Digital 5.1. Frequent fights, pulse-pounding chases, and intense action occur in a myriad of perilous encounters, and written and produced by Yu Suzuki, legendary creator of Virtua Fighter, Outrun, Hang On, and Afterburner. And obviously when this came out in 2002, I think, or 4, I think it was 2002. 2001, 2002. They were supposed to make the third game, and I actually did some research on Wikipedia last night, thinking about Shenmue, because I was bored. And the license, Sega dropped the license, or they let it run out, or whatever the case is. Yu Suzuki's trying to still make Shenmue 3. There was a poll taken for Xbox One owners, what game they want to see the most, and it beat out everything. 47% of this poll, all the owners of Xbox One said 47% of them said I want a Shenmue III on the system to continue the story. And right now, Yu Suzuki, as of March of 2014, is trying to do a Kickstart mission on Kickstarter to try to fund the game. But that's where they're at now. Next game is NHL All-Star Hockey for the Sega Sports for the Sega Saturn. Great game, great hockey game, great graphics, great. I mean, Sega Sports in the day did unbelievable things with their games. They actually got everything right. On the front, it says all 26 NHL teams and the real players. Marv Albert does the commentary. Sega Sports Power Play. Saturn's video motion system graphics ensure all the action and detail of a real game. Over 16 different 3D playing perspectives, including a first-person view and Sega Saturn's own Puck Cam instant replay feature. Exciting live-action sequences include coaching based on your performance in the last period and actual footage from the '94 season. And, of course, all the real hockey features you expect from Sega Sports. Multiple checks, power play, slap shots, home ice advantage, penalties, and more. Great game. Sega Sports, NHL All-Star Hockey for the Saturn. Next game is World Series Baseball 2 from Sega Sports for the Sega Saturn. Okay, I remember World Series Baseball for the Genesis. I thought it was one of the best baseball games ever on the Genesis, and it continued on the Saturn. I loved it. Crank it out. New features, all 28 ballparks in rendered detail, updated MLB stars, stats, and rosters, plays a 1998 expansion to Arizona Diamondbacks or Tampa Bay Devil Rays, create your own expansion team roster, 1996 MLB schedule, awesome new camera angles, choose from 8 players to call up from the farm. Original features, all 700 players, all 28 teams, stat tracking in 12 categories, play-by-play announcing, 5 modes of play, all-star playoff exhibition, home run derby, and pennant race. And on the back, it has pictures of Hideo Nomo of the Dodgers, Albert Bell of the Indians, Boggs of the Yankees, Mo Vaughn of the Red Sox, Brad Radke of the Twins, Matt Williams of the San Francisco Giants, Mike Piazza of the Dodgers, and Roberto Alomar of the Orioles. But as you can see here are the graphics, World Series Baseball 2 for the Sega Saturn. Okay, the next game is World Series Baseball 98 for the Sega Saturn. And again, all these games I got complete and boxed, some of them sealed from Videogame Castle, Chicopee. This is actually upside down. I got to fix the case. But here are the graphics of World Series Baseball 98. The most authentic game is bulked up. The graphical says it's the real thing. Interleague play, sharp new camera angles, a view from Bank One Ballpark, and superb animation. Features a new powerful polygonal engine, 1997 teams, rosters, and schedule, playing all 30 ballparks, unique batting stances, play-by-play commentary, stat tracking in 20 sortable categories, pitcher windups, and their arsenal. It's World Series Baseball 98 for the Saturn. Next game I got for the Saturn, one of the worst baseball games I've ever played in my life, from Konami XXL Sports Series, bottom of the ninth, okay, for the Sega Saturn. Here are the graphics on the back. You can see the game was terrible. Looked all weird. It was actually as bad as Mike Piazza for the N64. But it says it's a whole new ball game in bottom of the ninth. Big league play starts with big league players. We put 700 of the top pros into this game. We created 3D animations of the real pitching and batting styles of several players like Bell, Dykstra, Bonds, Gant, Apier, Finley, Perez, O'Neill, Baerga, Rodriguez, and others. 3D polygon texture map graphics. Save your season stats and trades. Intuitive batting system mimics real life. If your back connects high on the ball, you'll hit a grounder. If you're low, it's a fly ball. Adjustable full season mode, playoff mode, and memory backup to save all the stats. The training mode lets you brush up on your offensive and defensive skills. Realistic sound effects plus a real-time play-by-play announcer. This game was a pile of crap. When it came out, I bought it because I love baseball games. I loved everything but sports, video games. That game sucked. Next games, again, sealed copies, man. NFL Quarterback Club 2001 for the N64. Brett Favre on the cover. And again, great series. The box is a little bit screwed up here on the top, but it says all 31 NFL teams and 1,500 NFL players. Create and manage your own team. 31 team-specific playbooks or create your own. Play-by-play from Mike Patrick and Randy Cross. Precision artificial intelligence for real NFL gameplay. All new shoulder charts feature for busting through defenders. Replay key moments of all 34 Super Bowls. All new easy pass catch controls. Incredibly detailed player models and game speed maximized for the N64. Again, NFL Quarterback Club 2001. Sealed copy. I got this for $16. So, that's that one. Next game on the agenda, the Daytona USA Sega Saturn. Sealed copy. Sealed copy, so you can see the thing on the back here. Sealed copy of Daytona USA for the Saturn, $14. On the front it says the arcade smash hit. Explosive 3D racing, second to none. The ultimate driving experience. Sega Saturn smooth 3D texture map graphics create high-speed bumper-to-bumper racing, realistic stock car control with drafting, controlled braking, four-wheel drifts, and skillful acceleration. Punishing end-over-end crashes let you know you blew it. CD quality sound recreates the engine noise and thunder of real stock cars. 3 challenging tracks demand total control and intense concentration, and 4 dynamic driving perspectives. This was a great game when it came out. I remember when it came out in the arcades. Sega Saturn, man. Great game, Daytona USA. Next game is Frank Thomas Pickford Baseball from the Sega Saturn, still with the original card that it came with. And on the back, you'll see the graphics of the game from Acclaim Sports. Game was pretty good. I liked it a lot. I remember when it came out for the Game Boy, I have a sealed copy of it for the Game Boy. I played it. But great game. On the back, it says, whatever Frank wants. Frank wanted big league technology to match his 2-time MVP award-winning style. He wanted authentic gameplay like pitchers losing arm strength. He wanted CD quality sound, FX including umpire calls, crowd sharing, and backtracking. He wanted 8 pitch selections and 27 stat categories. He wanted 6 modes of play, including season, all-star game, home run derby, playoffs, and batting practice. He wanted 28 3D rendered stadiums to crank home runs. He wanted motion captured sprites, and he wanted a ton of camera angles to check out all the action. He got it. Whatever Frank wants, Frank gets. And on the back of the graphics, it says slide into third, motion captured player animations, deliver authentic baseball realism. From brushbacks to bunts, keep them honest. Step up to the plate with batting graphics so real you'll feel the contact. From short porches to Death Valley, 28 3D rendered stadiums mean true baseball environments. Hit and run, drive the ball to the opposite field, and complete season stats for all 700-plus major leaguers. Let you know who's hot and who's not. Again, Frank Thomas Pickford Baseball with the original card came with back then. Great game, great baseball game. NFL 97 for the Sega Saturn from Sega Sports. Great football game. I remember when NFL 95 came out for the Genesis. I still have that, but I'll show it to you in a later video. But NFL 97, you make the call. Features play editor, design millions of plays, 1996 season rosters, updated NFL statistics, 150 offensive and defensive plays per team, stat tracking over 70 team and player categories, 1996 official NFL schedule, and create your own team. I love the game. It was a good game. Good sports game. NFL 97 from Sega Sports for the Sega Saturn. And again, the graphics on the back. Okay. Next game we have is NHL Power Play 96 for the Sega Saturn. And you can, just like Real Pro Hockey from Game Pro, I disagree. I thought this game was a pile of crap. Virgin Interactive from Radiant Entertainment made it. Win a trip to the 1997 Stanley Cup Finals. It ends 9/1/96, so obviously that's over. But on the back, play for real. So I'll show you an NHL Power Play 96 for the Saturn, and I'll show you the back. Play for real. NHL Power Play 96 was the ante of what a hockey game should look like from Cybersports. No, it was not. On-the-fly 3D environment promises mind-blowing realism. The only hockey game where you control all the offensive and defensive plays. Pick your mode of play, exhibition, season, playoffs, or world tournament. Pulsating sound, rink-rocking CD quality music, and graphics as smooth as ice. Total control. The only game with a full selection of offensive and defensive plays. Other games, one non-adjustable style. Total challenge. The only game with advanced artificial intelligence so players strategize and react true to life. In other games, it says predictable, canned, and way too easy. Total reality. The only game with a true 3D environment and motion capture players wearing real NHL uniforms. Other games, fake-looking artist renderings. Total world. The only game with a world tournament event plus NHL players, teams, and stats. Other games, no ready-to-play international competition. So it's basically saying this is the best game you could ever play, hockey-wise, with all the different modes that it gives you, and the rest of the games suck, which is entirely incorrect. This is hockey that'll knock your skates off, rattle your teeth, and send every other game you've played limping off to the showers. Run the trap, pinch the defense, dump and chase. This is the only game that gives you the whole arsenal of offensive and defensive plays. You're going to need it against players who skate, deke, and check just like the pros. But in case advanced artificial intelligence, superior gameplay, and killer control aren't enough for you, there's the most lifelike graphics you've ever seen. In fact, only one game is more realistic than NHL Power Play 96, and for that one you need padding. Again, if you guys disagree with some of the reviews I give when I go over these games, feel free to put them in the comments section. But again, NHL Power Play 96, as you can see. All right, and next game is a sealed copy of BioFreaks for the N64, $15. Wrapping starting to come undone. BioFreaks. The future is now. America and her government are in ruins after the techno-industrial civil wars. Technology has spiraled out of control, spawning a new breed of citizens, the BioFreaks. Choose from 8 freaks. Each is armed for battle with his or her own deadly arsenal, including pulse lasers, grenade launchers, stun guns, swords, and machine guns. Battle in 3-story multi-tiered arenas. Watch out for hazards such as lava pits, meat grinders, and spinning blades. You're in 3D space. Move your fighter in any direction. Fly around the levels using jetpacks to make your moves while hovering. Battle alone or against a buddy in an unbelievable 3D world of color graphics, animation, and sound. Enter the world of biofreaks with caution. If your opponent doesn't kill you, the total sensory overload just might. And he got some reviews. What sets Biofreaks apart from the rest of the fighting pack is its use of 3D space. Game Informer gave them that review. Truly, you won't find better characters than any other fighter, says Ultra Game Players. Graphically provides an eyeful, including detailed carnage, fluid animation, and well-designed polygonal characters. GamePro gave them that. And from EGM, Electronic Gaming Monthly, makes its mark with originality and shock appeal. Yes, this one just may shock you. I personally didn't care for the game. Here's Biofreaks again. I personally didn't care for this game. I thought it was okay. But anyway, there you go. Okay, and the last game in this, oh, no, we got two more. We got a sealed copy of, again, one of the best visually baseball games I've ever seen. All-Star Baseball 2000, Derek Jeter, two-time world champion. $20, sealed copy. All-Star Baseball 2000 for the N64. Again, graphically, Acclaimed Sports had unbelievable graphics. Unbelievable graphics. The Smash sequel to the best video game of the year, GamePro says that. So, second-generation high-res graphics and 3D sports engine. All-new player models feature sunglasses, high socks, alternate jerseys. 400 all-new animations like over-the-shoulder catches and the double-play pivot. Over 100 unique player batting stances and real-life faces. Adjustable 3D icon for total batting control. All-new instant replay. Pitchers scouted by Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter. Variable pitch speed. The Yankees' John Sterling and Michael Kay call the action, and all 30 Major League teams, players, and stadiums. Again, All-Star Baseball 2000 with Derek Jeter from Acclaimed Sports for the N64. Graphics are right there. Sealed copy. And the last game in this bag from Video Game Castle, we have MLB Pennant Race for the PlayStation 1. From the makers of NFL Game Day, deliver another bestseller. This is on the front. Okay, the original, I think it was the first Sony game ever, baseball-wise, on the PlayStation 1. But the makers of award-winning NFL Game Day bring a baseball video game to the plate. All 28 MLB teams and over 700 real MLB PA players. The play modes are Home Run Derby, Exhibition, Season Play, Playoffs, and the World Series. Team management, trade and release players and sign free agents. You can even create your own player and put yourself in the game. Manager strategy lets you change depth and shift both your infield and outfield. Realistic MLB action. Player action simulated by motion capture animation, diving catches, jumping catches, headfirst slides, and more. Real player attributes. Players like Wynn, Piazza, Smoltz, Bagwell, Barrega, Alomar, Carter, and Johnson perform to their real abilities based on the real MLB stats provided by Stats Incorporated. Authentic MLB realism. Real uniforms home and away for all 28 Major League Baseball teams. Color commentary provided by CBS radio sports broadcaster Jerry Coleman. Complete stat tracking. Track stats in over 16 different offensive and defensive categories for over 700 real MLB PA players. All 28 MLB stadiums. Every Major League Baseball stadium, like Wrigley Field, Fenway Park, Oriole Park at Camden Yards, and Jacobs Field, has been beautifully reproduced in 3D. Again, when the game came out, it was all right. I mean, the bottom line is the best baseball games for the PS1 were triple play series, and then when Sony came out with theirs after this, the MLB 99s, the 98s, and all that, and then the show after that. This was average. Triple play beats this in every category ever. But then when Sony came out with their not Pennant Race, but MLB, and then the year after it started to beat EA, and then eventually overtook it as one of the best baseball games ever. So that is bag number 1 from Video Game Castle. I believe I do have another bag. If not, we'll go on to the next video. Again, leave comments in the comments in the comment section below. Like the video if you like it. Hate it. I don't care. I'm just throwing all this stuff out there. Again, I appreciate you guys watching this. Any sort of advice you can give me, just throw them on there. But more videos to come, and look out for part 2 of this video. If there is a part 2. If there's not, I won't put it. If there is, you'll see part 2, because I don't know if I have another bag from Video Game Castle. I think I do. But anyway, thanks for watching.